Hello, my name is Tyler Barnes. Today is November 29th. This is the history of an Advent hymn, O Come, Emmanuel. O Come, Emmanuel was originally written in Latin with the title of Veni, Veni. Emmanuel, documents featuring the title and words date back to 1710. The English translation of the Christmas Carol came about in 1851 when priest and scholar John Mason Neal's version, featured in the pages of the hymnal, noted a key text in the history of hymns collected by hymnal documenter Thomas Helmore. Neal also originated the words to good King Wenceslas, making him officially one of history's most festive clergymen. Since Helmore's version, slight adaptations and additional verse translations have coalesced into the version most commonly sung today, which includes 2 extra verses. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou rod of Jesse, free thine own from Satan's tyranny, from depths of hell thy people save, and give them victory over the grave. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou day spring from on high, and cheer us by thy drawing high or nigh. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, thou key of David, come and open wide our heavenly home. Make safe the way that leads on high, and close the path to misery. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, Adonai, Lord of might, who to thy tribes of Sinai's height in ancient times didst give the law and cloud and majesty and all. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Quite unusually for a Christmas carol, still commonly performed, there are all sorts of arcane words and expressions littered throughout. This is perhaps because the strong roots of a Latin text come from the O antiphons, so called because each one begins with an O, traditionally used during the last 7 days of Advent during the Roman Catholic Vespers service. The distinctly biblical feel of the lyrics differ from more overtly celebratory tone of most carols. There's no herald angels harking nor flocks being watched by night, for example, and the actual nativity narrative doesn't feature in any meaningful way. The Emmanuel of the title refers to the Hebrew Emmanuel, which appears in the book of Isaiah in the Old Testament, more as a sign of God's protection than an actual person. Whereas in the Gospel of Matthew in the New Testament, the name Emmanuel refers specifically to Jesus Christ. The haunting melody of O Come, Emmanuel has its roots as far back as 15th century France. With a sketchy at best history, it wasn't until the 1960s musicologist Mary Berry sourced the 15th century manuscript that bore the tune's building blocks, among many others, used for processional chants for burials. So the actual composer of the music for one of the world's most popular carols is enigmatically anonymous. It was, however, the combination of the tune with John Mason Neal's translation of the Latin text that began its life as a perennial festive favorite.